We head to Inara Sports Arena where the defending champion Patriots have yet to lose a game at home. Facing a surging Chang Thailand Slammers, the Patriots are hoping to leave victorious and in clear control of first place in the standings. AirAsia commercial branding rep Belinda James is courtside with more on some exciting sponsor activities.
I'm with Belinda James of AirAsia. Hi Belinda, welcome to the Philippines. So I understand you have a lot of promos for us.
Yes, we've got a couple of things lined up with the Philippine Patriots, like coming up next week. We've got a sneak preview, so if you want to know more, you have to log on to our website, airasia.com.
Both teams took the floor looking to get the advantage early on, and it was the Patriots' Chito Jaime starting things off. After knocking down the opening jumper, Jaime then streaked in for the finger roll for money. Devon Sullivan stole the inbound pass and proceeded to rock the rim with a massive jam to open the scoring for the Slammers. Piroom would then spot up and get his jumper to fall to tie things up at 4 early on. Billiones sneaking in gets the bucket to drop, and then from long range it's Donald Little for money, hitting it for the 3. Little would finish with the double-double. Jason Dixon on the other end for the Slammers would hit a short-range jumper with just under 3 minutes left in the first. Laurent would then drain a 3.
Arnilano, 3.
Little would crash the glass for a pair, but it was Dixon catching a deep pass, converting a tough bucket underneath to end the first, tied up 19 apiece.
Jason Dixon.
Ibanez would find a wide open Fernandez, who would knock down the 3, but it was Froilan for the Slammers, weaving through traffic for the layup. Sullivan, who was in to replace the injured Chris Quete, crossed over Raheem Wright for the sweet finger roll. Pulling the Slammers to within a point of the Patriots, and again taking the pass in midair, Sullivan converted the alley-oop slam jam with perfection, cutting the lead to 1 at the end of the first half. Welcome back to AirAsia ABL Game to Game as we swing things over to the Inara Sports Arena for second half action with the Patriots leading the Slammers 35-34.
The other side, player you know very well, Jason Dixon. So he's dominating the paint. How do we stop this guy?
Jason Dixon is a veteran. Yeah, he's been around. He's been in China. He played with us last year, so he knows how to play the game. Well, we made some adjustment during the half, and probably will do the zone.
Third quarter action and the Patriots down by 3. Donald Little would score with a turnaround baseline move. It was Sullivan yet again, getting his own rebound and scoring 2 of his 20 on the game. Piroom would feed Dixon for an easy slam, putting the visitors up by 5. Kabatu's inside move off Sullivan was good for 2, but it was Lert Malayporn with a swift play and score, getting the and 1 for the Slammers as they look to maintain the lead closing the third quarter. Off a Fernandez miss, Little got the putback to drop, and the home team was back in action.
Little.
Rasheem Wright opened to drain the long jumper for 3, a big basket for the Patriots.
Rasheem Wright, 3.
But Wright was a little slow to get back on D as Laurent took a Froilan pass up for 2. Bilionis would strike for 2, but on the play, Little got called for the foul on Pirun. With time running out in the third and the Slammers up by 2, Sullivan powered in for a pair, giving the visitors a 47-51 edge. Chito Jaime would nail a long-range 3 to start the fourth, but on defense, Bilionis would catch Devon Sullivan with a hand in the eye as Sullivan was streaking to the basket for the Slammers. Sullivan was all right, but missed both ensuing free throws. On the baseline, it was Rasheem Wright for a deuce, and the Patriots were right back at it as Little followed up a Jaime miss with the flush, getting the crowd right back into the game and giving the Patriots the lead. It was Little all over the Slammers with another massive slam, but did not convert the three-point play. The Slammers, though, were not going to be deterred as Pirun drained a huge 3 to tie the game right back up, and even when Bilionis flew by everybody for the score, it was Pirun again baseline, this time for 3. With time running out, the Patriots would suffer a big loss as their big man Jason Dixon fouled out of the game with just over 3 minutes remaining.
Technical foul, number...
Dixon's shoes would be hard to fill for the Slammers defense. Bilionis would then strike for 3, giving the edge to the Patriots. But it was a spark from the bench as Sopon would take the pass from Froyland and hit a huge 3, sending the Slammers into a frenzy. Jaime managed to pull the Patriots within a point with a nice move, but with time expiring, the home team fell short as the buzzer sounded to end the game, and serving the Patriots their first loss at home and the second in a row to the Slammers in a thriller 69-68. Let's take it courtside with the man of the match, Devon Sullivan.
So I heard that for today, you were just supposed to fill in for Chris Cuete, but you delivered even though you had pressure on your shoulders. What can you say about that?
No pressure. You know, I've been with these guys for the past 3 games, and, you know, we just starting to mesh. So, you know, just glad we got the win, basically, yeah.
Coach, big win tonight. Congratulations. So near the end, your players hit big 3-point shots. So what else worked for you tonight?
Well, the teamwork works well, and the guys were the spirit is so high that we perform like we're a champion team. Yeah.
This week's Plays of the Week takes place at Brunei Indoor Stadium, where Williams Ramsey and Chris Carmins would team up for the alley-oop slam. Satriamuta's Marcus Morrison would slip the D for a vicious flush. Donald Little of the Philippine Patriots took no prisoners with a massive dunk. And off the steal, Devon Sullivan powered to the rim with a thunderous jam. Marcus Morrison leads the league with 24.8 points per game, Leo Avenido with 22.5, Chris Carmins with 22.4, and Chris Cuete with 22.3, Alex Hartman with 20.2 points per game. Williams Ramsey and Mario Wuisang are tied for the lead in assists with 4.4 each, followed by Furlan in third with 4, Al Vergara with 3.9, and Guga with 3.1 assists per game. Nakia Miller tops the league in rebounds, averaging 16.2, followed by Kyle Jeffers with 15.3, Antoine Broxy with 13, and Donald Little with 12.6, and Chris Garnett with 12.3 rebounds per game. So at the end of round 8, the Chang Thailand Slammers and AirAsia Philippine Patriots sit atop the ABL with 12 points each, followed by Westport's KL Dragons and Singapore Slingers tied at 8 points. The Brunei Barracudas hold the 5th spot with 6 points, and at the bottom sits the Satria Muda Britama with 2 wins and 4 points. Next up in the AirAsia ABL, we'll feature the Singapore Slingers versus the Brunei Barracudas. Then we'll have the Chang Thailand Slammers battle with the Satria Muda Britama. And the Westport KL Dragons take on the AirAsia Philippine Patriots all next week. Thank you for joining us on AirAsia ABL Game to Game. This is JV saying so long and see you again next week.